Alright, you guys, welcome back in. Trying to get myself organized here so I can do this specific spread. We're going to tap into the energy of Mars squared over to the moon in Aquarius. Alright, so Aquarius and Taurus both fixed signs. Alright, fixed signs meaning needing to remain determined with something. Alright, fixed signs are very stubborn overall. Alright, let's just clear out from my last spread. I'm going to read you guys the Sabian symbols and where we are. We're currently at the planetary hour of Mars, so there seems to be this fast taking action type of energy. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me look something up real quick. I wanted to share some information with you guys. Take a look. Okay. So let's go to the Sabian symbols real quick. All right, currently at the planetary hour of Mars. All right, the moon is going to square at exactly 11 degrees and 35 minutes. 6:58 p.m. It's currently 6:22. All right, so we're going to be rounding up to the 12th degree of the Sabian symbols for Aquarius as well as for Taurus. Sabian symbol for moon in Aquarius at 12 degrees. People on stairs graduated upwards. All right, it says, we are not, however spiritually inspiring it may be to think that we are all of the same worth and level of attainment. The truth is that it is not so. Self-examination and improvement. It says, if there is to be personal spiritual progression, that there must necessarily be steps upwards and a sense of hierarchy in recognition that others are more advanced in standing where one day we can stand. The spiritual hierarchy is in contrast to the egalitarian philosophy of democracy. Sufis talks of the democracy of the ego and the I can't say this word, aristocracy of the soul. It is important to recognize honestly where we stand, and then we can help those at an earlier stage of evolution while emulating those more advanced. All right, so this speaks about someone's spiritual aggression, or progression, should I say. Given the moon today, it says we will ask for the sun tomorrow. I love that. That's so nice. All right, so it says there is no limit to the level of aspiration in a person. If we are given the moon today, then we will just ask for the sun tomorrow. For most, momentary consummation is everything, and yet it is so short-lived. The modern world is typified by a general inclination to make frantic efforts to keep ahead of others, or at the very least to keep up with them. All right, so your progression may not look like the next person's progression, and that's okay. All right, so the key words here is realization, decision, completion, and freedom, being in the sign of Aquarius. All right, let's look over to the 12th degree of Taurus. All right. So this one speaks about window shoppers. All right, the fruits of desire, the externalization of the desire principle expressed in tangible form, wishing for more. So in contrast to the inwardness of self-nature, we also find calls to see what can be found useful to society's fruits, and we look outwards and enjoy expressing ourselves by shopping around for things to give substance to our desire to be known. Such interactions are forces that impress upon us and shape the developing self. It says visualization, the desire is an authentic feeling and must be allowed. All right, so the key words here for Taurus's energy is attention, openness, exchange, and communion. All right, it says here, it is all too easy to put ourselves down and simply dismiss desires as unrealizable. Yet desire is an authentic feeling, and on the path of happiness must not be denied. It is certain, of course, that false desire often comes from the ego, but normally we can intuitively distinguish the true word of the soul. Rather than practicing self-denial, spiritually it is more meaningful to realize and present new possibilities of personal potential. This is made known through the agency of reckless imagination. Cinderella represents the principle. Okay, So what I wanted to share with you guys are the characteristics more so of the moon. All right. So the moon reveals how we're creative. All right. It reveals much of our comfort zones. It symbolizes the energy of intuition and our intuitive powers, as well as our mood. All right. So anytime the influence of the moon is in Aquarius, then obviously the Aquarius has a lot to do with what intellectually stimulates us within our emotional state. Okay. That's just what it is. All right. So squaring over to Mars's energy in Taurus. All right. Mars speaks about conflict, anger, passion, passionate affairs, lovemaking, scars, wounds, and destruction, violence, energy, power, will, courage, weapons, and tolerance. All right. So all these activities require for you to have determination, courage, and strength and power behind, and that's what Mars is. It's all about action. Why are you so far away from me? There we go. Okay. All right. So anytime Mars is in the energy of Taurus, it's at its detriment. It's not comfortable there. All right. So anytime we want to see more so the Sabian symbol speaking more so about the window shoppers and how we have the desire to have the fruits of our desires fulfilled, then that's where we're not actually experiencing that energy. But how can you utilize it utilizing the energy of the moon in Aquarius at a square? Square is tension. Square is a heavy focus on discord. It's not happy there. Okay. It's a challenge is what it is. All right. So understanding that you're not equal, whether this is in spirituality, whether this is in workplace, okay, whether it's in a relationship, everything is not always equal to everybody's energy. All right. But however, it says spiritually inspiring it may be to think that we're all on the same worth or have the same worth, all right, level of attainment. The truth is that it is not so. So one person that is spiritually ascended, the other person may just be stepping into their journey. It is your job to be on that stage of graduating upwards where you are then an inspiration to the person that's coming in. All right, so let's look more so at where the sun is right now in Cancer. All right, although this is the energy of the square to the moon in Mars and Taurus, with these fixed energies, there's a heavy emphasis on where the sun is shining. The sun rules Leo's energy. It's currently at the 4th degree in Cancer. Let's take a look. All right, so that's Capricorn. I don't want to see that. Here we go. All right, a cat arguing with a mouse. All right, so releasing self-justification. We must not lose opportunity through failure to make a resolute and self-serving claim upon the world and making our selfish claim without an apology. The clever mind finds ways to justify why we should allow ourselves to slip back into old, selfish ways of acting upon desires and curiosity. The urges are many and have no inclination to be obedient to a major policy decision to become a better person. It is important to understand these inner ambiguities if we are to find ways to deal with them. All right, so imagine the cat chasing the mouse. It's not very comfortable there. Hello, whoever's here. All right, so justification to achieve specific goals, the mind must be set before involvement, and that's what I feel like, because the moon is in Aquarius, which has a lot to do with the mind state, right? The intellect. It's almost like having to control the emotions more so. All right, when dealing with this very desirable Mars and Taurus at his detriment, not comfortable there, not working with his most strength is more so the energy. All right, moon in Aquarius is more so independent. That's what I feel. All right. I wanted to pull from the Fortune Oracle. Let's tap into this energy. I was doing a pre-spread and I like what was coming out, so I figured let me jump on and do the reading at this specific planetary hour, being that this is where the square happens. All right. So where's this energy leading us here? All right. I have unity. Okay, so number 34, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, hope. It says you radiate and you attract great love. All right, so being an inspiration for those that are just stepping in more so to this spiritual journey, as you have obviously ascended to wherever you are now. I have the Fool card here as well, and having the courage to embrace change, taking the risks, and being adventurous, it says. So you never know what door you're going to step into and where that's going to lead you down. All right. but understanding the energy of unity. It's like if you're stepping into a community of people and you don't know where it's leading you to. The sun. I love it. All right, so opening your heart to the enormous growth ahead. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's use the light seers for this one. All right, so what's going on in your energy? Let's touch base with the tea leaf. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and you attract great love. Having the courage to embrace change. Taking the risk and being adventurous. And remember, this energy is like, it's a square, it's tension, it's a challenge. It causes discord, especially within my fixed signs. All right, so Leo is where Vesta is. Uranus and Mars are in Taurus. Moon is in Aquarius. Pallas is in Scorpio. All right, all these transits are definitely are either in square or in opposition at this time. This reading more so focused on Moon in Aquarius with Mars and Taurus at the degree in which they are squaring to the exact minute. Okay. Let's see. All right, so the Carrot card is here. So it says an opportunity and or a windfall coming through. All right, what is this all about? So an opportunity for unity. Going down a new path. Heading towards the energy of happiness. All right, and growth with the energy of the sun. Chain, it says chain of events that will affect your life. All right, so depending on the choices and decisions and the path that you choose to go down at this time is what's going to change and affect your life. All right, key is here. A successful outcome to your problem. I like it. Let's get one more. And paying attention to your work. Okay, with the desk card. Down on the bottom of the deck is the carriage. A journey, either physical and or mental. I like it. Let's tap base with the other side. Tell me more about this opportunity and or windfall that's meant to come through here with this tense energy. There's the dark woman. All right, so you could have associations to a dark woman. All right. The chain of events that will affect your life. There's an older woman here. Interesting. All right, the older woman for me always represents the energy of the moon. Okay, it's technically supposed to be like the mother figure. Successful outcome to your problems. Let's see. The dark woman can be seen as like the high priestess. All right, the high priestess keeps in the shadows. All right, focuses more so on higher self. Okay, so there's an opportunity here pertaining to possibly unity when it comes to the high priestess. All right. And then the chain energy is giving me the events that will affect your life. It's overall your mood. All right. Older woman is the energy of the moon. So your mood. And then I'm seeing with the key here, successful outcome to your problems. I have the crown. All right. Falling right under the energy of the sun. Honor and respect that will come to you as you put in and pay attention to your work. All right. So let's see with the death card what comes out. May. All right, so this is going to be Taurus and or Gemini energy. We just said that Mars is in Taurus at this time. All right, down on the bottom of the deck is the wreath card. So sorrow over a loss. Okay. Mother may I is what I just heard. Why did that come through? I don't know. All right, Mother may I. Let's see. Let's tap base to this energy here. What's going on with the carrot and the dark woman? What is this? I mean, that wanted to be seen clearly. All right, unity with that Lover's card there. Okay. Opportunity and or windfall with the dark woman. Giving overall, again, high priestess energy for me. Guys, don't judge my deck. It's so old, but I love this deck. I just saw the strength card there. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, heavy on the Libra energy, South Node. So I have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Empress with the Three of Swords. All right. This energy overall for me, if it pertains to a specific opportunity or windfall that's meant to come through, this kind of gives someone that has been investing so much of their time, energy, resources into something that they want to see grow. All right. But it then requires lots of concentration with the King of Swords energy. With the Empress, it's almost as if this is something that's meant to bring in some sort of abundance, an opportunity of abundance. But the Three of Swords is giving me sort of like having to go through a specific heartbreak or something. All right, so the chain of events that will affect your life with this older woman here, what is this all about? What is this all about? I don't know. I feel like through it all, you end up being crowned at the end. All right. The key in the crown, I like it. Okay. It's falling right under the sun card there, so. Let's see. What is this chain of events that will affect your life and the dealings with the relationship with an older woman? There's the Star card. Okay. The Sun, my gosh. And then the Nine of Swords. Interesting. What is that Nine of Swords all about? The Star and the Sun is kind of giving me the connection that you have to the divine, to higher power. All right. And how your chain of events in your life is going to affect you by you having attachments to this older woman. All right. Having the courage to embrace change and taking risks and being adventurous. Not feeling stuck to something as well. Kind of feeling that with the Nine of Swords. Death card. Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords. So Death card is going to be Scorpio's energy. The Knight of Cups can be the same thing. Knight of Swords overall is going to be Aquarius' energy. From Aquarius squared over to Scorpio's energy, this is the moon in Aquarius, having to do with this older woman. And having the chain of events that affect your life pertaining to Palace being in Scorpio, it's kind of giving me like whatever it is that you have interest in right now, that you're gaining knowledge about, is what's causing you some sort of anxiety and or stress. Okay? Because on the other end of it, it's kind of giving me the Star and the Sun. That's great energy. The older woman, I said it was giving me the moon. So this is giving me like the astrological planets and the sun and the moon being in alignment right where it needs to be. All right, for you to be able to step into this Empress energy. It's kind of giving me that. But Mars being in Taurus, representing Empress energy, not comfortable there more so. All right, so I've got the Empress here, which obviously is Taurus. I got the Star here, which is Aquarius. I have the Death card here, which is Scorpio. And I said I saw the Strength card, you know, during the pre-spread. All right, so let's take a look. Seven of Wands. This is you standing your ground on whatever direction you want to go down here. All right, with the key and the crown. Successful outcome to your problem. Honoring, respect will come to you. Three of Cups. There's some sort of celebration for you standing your ground on what you want here. King of Wands definitely can be seen as a Leo energy. There's the lion in the background. All right, so remaining courageous and strong right now can be of significance. King of Pentacles. Pertaining to the opportunities that are being presented, your long-term stability. All right. Interesting, because this Unity card is here saying it's a time of divine understanding. This has a lot to do with your sacrificing your devotion towards spirituality. As I said, Vesta was in Leo. Right? The Sun is here. King of Wands is here. Sun is here twice. Goodness. Let's see. Paying attention to your work. Oh, Mother, may I? I don't know why I got that, you guys. But Taurus's energy wants you to pay attention to your work. So Mars is very driven, action-oriented. It's kind of giving me like, you know, power-seeking energy pertaining to Taurus's energy. It's kind of giving me like towards your creativities, what you find to be, how do I explain that? Where your abundant opportunities are opening up for you. Okay? Let's see what this is. Mm. I'm seeing you having like a phenomenal achievement overall. Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. The more you stick to something, the more you stay optimistic about something, putting in the hard work, even though if it requires you to just be diligently, slowly working towards this goal. I see you having a phenomenal achievement with it. Okay. I like that. Tell me why this Five of Cups is here. Because it kind of gives you a sense of loss and or regret if you don't stay devoted to the specific energy that you're working on here. Why does it feel like that? Nine of Cups, High Priestess, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be in regret if you don't go down this path. It's what this is saying to me. All right, I felt that the older woman that was coming out and the darker woman could be more so seen as the High Priestess. All right, so if this is your wish fulfillment and you feel like this is where your opportunity, your union, your wish fulfillment is to come into union with this energy, then that's what's required of you right now, is to remain optimistic and pay attention to your work, because you will be honored and respected with this King of Wands energy. You're going to be seen as a leader to a specific group of people, where you stand your ground and you focus more so on ascending towards happiness. All right, even if it has to do with you having some sort of studies or something from home, because I'm seeing the Three of Cups. That's the energy of Mercury in Cancer. Tell me more about this Mercury in Cancer energy pertaining to being under the sun. I like it. The sun is currently in Cancer as well, the World card. Wow. All right, so this is going to bring a successful chapter in your life to a completion. Let's see. Three of Pentacles. So that you can collaborate with those that are like-minded, okay, that are right on the path and where you want to see success. The Hangman energy, this is you daring to be different, all right? Seeing things in a different perspective, more so, moving forward. All right. Let's pull some more on this energy of the Queen of Pentacles here and the hard work that you're putting in. See what I'm saying? The Hierophant. And now we have the spiritual counterpart. All right. It shows your discipline, your structure that you have. Eight of Cups energy always speaks about emotional disappointments, but it also speaks about moving on from one chapter to the next. All right. Moving away from what emotionally disappoints you. All right. So whatever the unity is taking place, a time of divine understanding, that's going to be this unity. Okay. The Fool card is having the courage and embracing and taking risk and moving forward. I feel that has a lot to do with where a specific chapter ends in your life, where the honor and respect that comes to you, and then you collaborating and moving forward, seeing things in a different perspective, and going after the new beginning, whatever the wish fulfillment is, has a lot to do with you then opening up your heart to your growth. All right, and that's going to be the spiritual growth. So once again, as we said, the Sabian symbol spoke about. 1 second. Go back up. All right, so people on the stairs graduated upwards. Kind of giving me that energy. All right, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like you stood focused on putting in the work. All right. May could have been of significance, and or that's what I'm saying, Taurus and or Gemini's energy. Jupiter is in Gemini right now. All right, Gemini is doing some sort of research project. It's communication. All right, it's like a short travel pertaining to journey. Did we not see that? A journey. All right, physical and or mental journey. All right, so it's more so you staying focused on that part of your ascension. And then you being an inspiration to others, because then you will be seen on the other side of it as successful, all right, and being crowned and being noticed, all right, for all of your hard work. I like that energy a lot. All right, you guys, hold on a second. Let me get my, where am I looking for? My Wisdom of the Oracle. So the determination, the drive, the persistence, all right, that you go after here with whatever this journey is for you spiritually, all right, is seen as an inspiration by others, I feel. All right, so round and round, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective this time. All right, community, knowing your place in the world now. All right, and having like-minded connections, a sense of belonging. All right, whether this is in family and or friendships, that's also the energy of the Three of Cups in which we saw. And loyal heart, fidelity, loyalty, and devotion to this specific community. Okay. What else do we need to see here? All that glitters is not gold. All right. So this is a need to see beyond the superficial. All right. You cannot try to be something that you're not. All right. Don't try to wear a mask out to the world, because spirit sees everything. Okay. And tapping into the energy of your deep knowing. So utilizing the intuition, as I said, more so it's the energy of the high priestess. So using your empathic abilities, being able to read between the lines, tap and base with higher consciousness. All right. And listening to the oracle from within. And then we also have unfinished symphony. So the need to make amends, all right, tying up loose ends. You could have unfinished business elsewhere, or there could be some sort of lack of closure that you have with a specific situation. All right. Let's get one more on this. Yang energy, and that's going to be the Mars and where you're taking place right now. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's going on with revisiting this pattern from a different perspective this time. As we saw the Hangman come out as well. All right. Gaining a different perspective on the situation. Kind of like being the eagle up in the sky and seeing things from a higher view. All right, about what this unity is like, that type of thing. Let's see what this community is like, and if you actually want to be dedicated to it. Queen of Swords energy, the Full card energy, and the Page of Pentacles. So all it is again, the Full card is here. It's like you taking a risk and being adventurous, learning a new skill as you gain a different perspective. The Queen of Swords is more so someone that is divorced, right? Maybe you've gone through a divorce, something like that. All right, maybe you had to cut off specific people that no longer served you. Okay. Maybe there was challenges that needed to be broken, all right, on your path that you were able to cut out. And, you know, you going down this path here, choosing a new skill or a different direction in life, and choosing to tap base with these like-minded connections led you down this place of unity. Okay. The Empress is back with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this gave you a sense of stability. And this Nine of Swords keeps coming out overall. I don't want you to feel more so like you don't fit in. That's probably what it felt like with the changes. Page of Wands. It's because it was something new. It was something that you were tapping into that required a specific desire or passion. You know what I mean? But when you stepped into this energy, the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, it's almost like Nine of Swords. It gave you a sense of worry. Were you on the right path? Were you going down? Because again, this was you seeing things from a different perspective this time. All right. And Loyal Heart is showing me where the unity came into place. All right. It's kind of giving me that. Like I see a masculine and feminine energy on top of this heart. What is this? Giving me like the Two of Cups energy, which is the Venus in Cancer energy. It's like a birth of something new, which is amazing. All right. There's the Three of Swords there, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Maybe you feel like you needed to defend yourself from heartbreak. All right, this is why you chose to go in this direction and be loyal to and devoted to spirit. It's because you experienced that Three of Swords and what that heartbreak was like. All right. You had to feel like you were protecting yourself. Noticing that everything that glitters is not gold, especially. Okay. Let's see. This is like you can't be something that you're not. Literally. The Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, to the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. All right. You tapping in with the energy of the Knight of Cups is like you opening up your heart space. All right. The Ten of Wands can be definitely a heavy burden. Queen of Pentacles, all to try to be pre-Empress, when the Empress is coming out here pertaining to community. It's not all about you or about your ascension. It has a lot to do with your level of ascension and how you're feeding you that energy to the community of people that you're associated with. Do you actually belong here? Do you know your place in the world? That's where you need to tap into your energy of intuition. All right, that deep knowing that there seems to be some sort of unfinished business that you need to take care of. And how you do that, you get creative with the energy of Yang. All right, let's see. Ace of Wands, there's the Passion, King of Swords, staying focused, the energy of the Moon. More so with your emotional state as well. All right, there's that deep inner knowing, once again. Knowing what, that you have the ability to read between the lines, understanding what it is that you are passionate about. What's this whole unfinished symphony, though? Where do you have the unfinished business? The Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. Maybe you didn't speak your truth about something that you felt was a wish fulfillment for you. Wherever the conflict was, Five of Wands could have been in the past. I don't know. Could be in the present moment. Who knows? All right, you need to speak your truth about that. Make amends. Have the conversation on why the challenge was happening. And I guarantee you, whatever it is that you want to make happen, that's what you're going to start taking action on. Six of Pentacles, there will be reciprocity. Eight of Swords, you'll be coming out of the energy of some sort of self-sabotaging mental energy. All right. The journey, either physical and or mental. All right. And then you're stepping back into the energy of commitment and marriage and the unity energy, where the doors of opportunity start opening up for you. Right down at the bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So you're meant to be a leader, a teacher, someone to guide when it comes to spirituality. Technically Sagittarius' energy, but we also seen it as Leo in the reading. All right, so remaining determined, having the courage to keep pushing forward. All right. Let's see. What was that? The Observer down on the bottom of the deck. Yep. All right, elimination. It says whatever you seek is what you find. All right, neutral observation from a distance, gaining a different perspective, objectivity. All right, so that's what this was all about. Gaining a different perspective on what this unity was actually bringing in for you. A lot of people have a different perception about what spirituality is like. This is your experience with it, okay, is what I feel. All right, guys. Anything need to come out with Astro? Let's take a look. I mean, we obviously spoke about the energies. What else could be of significance? Lilith. I think Lilith is going to be stepping into Libra soon. All right, power, activism, and vengeance. Fixed energy, action, momentum, and dedication. All right, so that's what's happening here. Has a lot of power and action behind you stepping into your happiness. Juno, within this marriage, commitment, and or bond to spirit. Second house, when it has to do with your values. Okay, very clear. Eighth house, you'll be going through some sort of transformation, a death and a rebirth, a metamorphosis, however you want to call it. All right. Within your subconscious state, with the energy of the moon, your emotions, your intuition, that intuitive feeling that you have, pertaining to how you present yourself out to the world and the mask that you wear with the world, to the world. All right, with the Ascendant. One more. All right, so I'm seeing Lilith, all right, that actually has been working together in Juno for a while, and now moving closer into Libra's energy. Juno is the asteroid of marriage and commitment. Lilith of power, activism, vengeance. Kind of giving me the energy of revenge. Okay. When it comes towards this path that you're on here, the sun. Wow. I mean, this is part of your life purpose. Down at the bottom of the deck, the sun in Cancer. So being very nurturing, sensitive, and caring right now. We have Venus and Mercury in Cancer as well. All right, we spoke about those energies being the 2 and the 3 of Cups. So a sense of family, of friendship, of unity together in love. Okay? Whatever that bond is for you. All right, a little bit more, you guys. Where am I at? 36 minutes, 38 minutes. All right, let's wrap it up with a moonology, but a manifestation one. Let's see what's happening in the near future. All right, what these energies that we're experiencing right now. How are we on in a cardinal moon cycle, but this heavy fixed energy is taking place. All right, sun in Cancer and a heavy focus on Aquarius, this energy. Even those two energies are at a discord to quincunx. All right, so we're not all equal, but we are meant to elevate. Doesn't mean anybody gets left behind. That's like when I used to go to school, they would be like, no kids left behind. All right, like everybody had to put in their part to help the next person ascend so that no one was left behind. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. Last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love as well. So 2 air signs here. All right, be real and make time for self-love is what it is. All right, you guys, I'll get your crystal and we're out of here. Orange sapphire. Wow. All right, so 41, joy and sensuality, body love, and respecting your body. Let's go back. Orange sapphire is very effective in stimulating the second or sacral chakra. It can assist those who desire to experience the sensuality in life as well as get the creative juices flowing. It asks us to explore the world through our senses, silken fabrics, chocolate melting on the tongue, the feel of finger paints as we create on a canvas. Meditate with this crystal when you start a creative project or when you want to feel more sensual. So that's that Mars Centurion energy. Okay. And this is why we're at a square with the moon in Aquarius, because the moon in Aquarius is like womp, womp, womp. Independent, boring, but I feel like that's Aquarius' energy. Always wants to tap base with the intuition. Okay. It's kind of like the intellect being more stimulated.